Here we have marathon tips. I do have a running channel. If you want running specific tips and only running, subscribe to my running channel, which should be down below. Dream Riders Running Tips. This is a 2:48 marathon I did in Australia, South Australia. And I was disqualified in this race though because I was handed sugar water doping scandal. And I was unaware that you could get support during a marathon outside of it because I didn't want to rely on their shitty sports drink options. So I had someone give me a sugar water bottle outside the aid station, and that was disqualified material. So, but the good thing is it was on Strava, and so it's all documented. But anyway, apart from that, there's running tips. Running for weight loss is a common one people do for running for weight loss. Running's the worst sport for weight loss. You got to be really lean to run. If you're not, then you're going to get injured really quickly. You're going to get injured really quickly. It's just a matter of time. And that's all about cycling. I don't recommend more than 10 miles a week running, really, unless you're like really advanced runner. Anything more than 10 miles a week, you're probably going to get an injury very, very soon. You're going to get, postural or back. And yeah, we're designed to run, but we're not designed to have 20 years off running and then go want to run marathons. So here I am running along. What the fuck am I doing here? Anyway, this is a good circuit sort of thing. I am texting. No, I'm not texting. What the fuck are you doing? Dude, focus, bro. See, this is what I ran a 2:48 marathon. I'm fucking around my iPod. You know what I mean? Like, unorganized. That's a minute right there. Or more. So I'm not even breathing properly. That jaw. So I'm looking down. You can't breathe properly when you're looking down. Head up, bro. Head up. And you can sort of now see my body's starting to rotate more and more. Bouncing side to side like a boxer. And that's not good when you're a runner. You're losing energy there. So my form is pretty sloppy. And that shows the 10 miles a week. Running. So it was a lap circuit. So we just running past a lot of the runners who are. They're my inspiration because they're going to be out there for another 2 or 3 hours. And so I'm always inspired by people who run. They're slower runners, but they're going to be out there for longer. So they're the people who keep me going along. And this is a home stretch here. You can sort of see my posture's starting to go. I'm starting to point that chin out. I just relax my hands then. That's just good. You want to stay relaxed as possible. So this is a 2:48 marathon, which is 4-minute K pace for 42.2 Ks. And my tip is wear minimal clothing, just lightweight running shorts, lightweight singlet. I've got like a little belt that's got a gel in there and my iPod. And the shoes I'm using. It's all about the shoes that day. They're the Ultra Olympus. Very, very heavy shoe. They're a trail shoe, but my favorite marathon shoe because they're really good cushioning. And in my opinion, the more cushioning you got, the faster you're going to run in a marathon because you'll have less fatigue metabolites and your legs getting bounded up. Unless you're on EPO and you're running like a sub 220 marathon, then yeah, you can get away with racing flats. But I think anyone who's above 220 marathon time should be running in high cushion shoes like the Ultra Olympus. And they're nice and wide toe box as well, let your feet splay naturally. So you can see if you have good form as a runner, you'll have more efficiency and be more effective and you'll run faster for the same given effort. So I could go even faster than I could probably do a 2:28 marathon if I really knuckled down and did better running and learn how to run with better form. And that just comes with time and consciousness. Walking through the aid stations, you lose time there. Hands in the hips, you're losing time there. But hey, everyone's out there having a crack. It was a good temperature for it, nice and cold. You want ideal running temperatures about 7 degrees Celsius. 7 to 10 degrees Celsius is what all the lab reports suggest as fastest running times for the marathon or 21K half marathon even. So the colder, around 7 to 10 Celsius, around 40, 45 Fahrenheit, that's a good time for running. If you're very cold, you might want to run in gloves. You might want to put a little beanie on. But there you go. So we'll just cruise along here in the marathon, all sorts of people with a 40K to mark. So we've got 2K to go. 2.2K to go, doing on it, bring it home. And I don't recommend running more than 10 miles a week. You don't need to do more than 10 miles a week if you want to be a sub 2:48 marathoner. I'm a sub 2:48 marathoner or 2:48 marathoner, and I don't recommend more than 10 miles a week. That's me crossing the line. Not even gassed. My legs are pretty cooked, but my cycling cardio paid the bills. Not even breathing that hard. Let's go for a little walk, cool down. And the guy there congratulating me also. He's the one who reported me for getting a drink. People will shake your hand, and I'll stab you back. Anyway, that's the marathon tips. You got any questions down below, hit me up. And what's your marathon PB? What's your marathon tips? And what shoes do you like? I rate the Ultra Olympus best marathon shoe on the market, in my opinion, at the moment.